country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for see vote without violence, all we want for see, all we want for see vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for see without violence, all we want for see, all we want for see without violence. Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for see vote without violence, all we want for see, all we want for see without violence. Till the end they say all we want for see without violence, all we want for see, all we want for see without violence. Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for see vote without violence, all we want for see, all we want for see without violence. Till the end they say all we want for see vote without violence, all we want for see, all we want for see without violence. Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for see vote without violence, all we want for see, all we want for see without violence. Till the end they say all we want for see vote without violence, all we want for see, all we want for see without violence. Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for see vote without violence, all we want for see, all we want for see without violence. Till the end they say all we want for see without violence, all we want for see, all we want for see without violence. Now know the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence. Good afternoon and welcome to the program Current Events, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. We will bring the program come to you. Me your name na AMADU Esba.
And me your name na EZEKIEL KOROMA.
Inside this program here, so current events, we can talk about seeing them where they happen inside we country. Like now, we get we reporters them. We go day out in the streets of Freetown or give we updates on what's in they happen within the municipality of Freetown. Then go get interviews with people them on the streets of Freetown as then go day out there. Remember, say you self can be part of this program here, so by the way where you go send your text message to the number where they show on the screen or call we and make your inputs na the program, or you drop your comments now we comment section both na Facebook and YouTube as we go gladly read them out. Remember, say this program here so now for we all, and we they give you updates as to what's in the happen inside we country mama salon like now. And today inside the program we want to look at the election, because we all know say nothing not there right now where they happen at the country if not to the election. All we attention there around this one green election which will happen on the 24th of June 2023. We all don't prepare. We will be registered. We don't go collect with voters ID them, and we will don't pick up with voters ID them. We don't keep on. And some people still not take their units. EZEKIEL.
Yeah, of course, Amada, I agree with you. People still not take their own voter ID card yet, and this is not a call to concern. Even in the areas to get some bobodem where I not going to call them bobodem, get one that we don't register and then go collect the voter ID card. And the other one, they happen to say, who's I name go for them? Until I say, upline, one of the centers in our upline. And Toya is registered. So it's very difficult for them to solve that day and then keep them waiting and say, okay, then go get them sleep. We like go get them an entrance or a gateway for make a vote during the election. You know, so he waits until the informant tell them back say they sleep done. You know, so you go there the next day, then Tontona, you go there the other day, until 3 times. So like these challenges that they will lead to up to now where people not still collect their voter ID cards. You know, these are the challenges. So man, not to say little, just because of where you go, it meets these challenges and it continue, it make the effort. With all the efforts where some man they make, at the end of the day, you know, we get in card. You know, so that's, we get them plenty. We're not still collecting ID card yet. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. And I think say the whole ID card business is surrounded with some amount of frustration when it comes to people then turning out for go take the voter's ID card. Some man, the I see other person you voter ID card look like what you have for go for? What are supposed to go take a voter ID card? We not necessarily get for benefits me after where I go down vote.
Exactly.
I mean, I can recall the first press conference where CSL all after we then be start for issue the voters ID card out. Then call the media, inform the media about the controversies we've been there around the whole ID card business, like the two we get for those mismatch of name, mismatch of sex, I mean mislocation, and of course even mismatch of photo. All those things happen. Then of course people they will not like can't really identify themselves na them photo, you know. So you can't find out say that creates room for doubt. And in that same press conference, they highlight to people them say the ID card not useful after we don't know votes. Then for them, they already use them for election purposes. That is to say, you know, like the first ID card demo, you go say you get say you get for go take money out in a bank, you get for the go take, you know. So, like me personally, when I've been to talk with one of the commissioners, I tell and say if you're not thinking say that statement they go undermine the turnout for let people then go take them voters ID card. Because if you try for make like the voters ID card not useful after the election, then people don't go get zeal for go pick them up. Sure, and sure. We all know, say, of course, not so like people that don't want to go for national ID card. You understand? People that want to go for national ID card. But if you look at the economic situation at the country, how many people go able to afford a national ID card? You know, because the truth of the matter is, you go for the national ID card, with the hope that you go spend small money. But me and you know what's going to happen at that place there. Sure. You get for pass through this because then go on for approve a certain document, for me you go reach there. So all of this, I think, say now one of the things and they would discourage people then for let them not go turn out to pick up their ID cards simply because ECSL said to them, the voter ID card, we already use that for voting purposes. Now like you tell them say after election, we not get used. You say an institution they were responsible for a national identity card. You know, but if they mean continue for make people then believe say the ID card useful, the ID card go be used for other purposes, it for see people then for turn out massively for go take their voters ID card. You know, so to me, in my own view, I think say that one of the things that we undermine the turnout for the one that we go pick up the voters ID card. And as much as the ECSL don't announce a certain number of people then we don't collect them voters ID card, according to them, over 2 million people them don't finally collect the voters ID card. You know, we'll give them a comprehensive figure later. But they find out say they still get more ID cards in their possession.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, so, yeah, Mother, I have to agree with you. The way you mentioned, say, the ECSL tell the people that say the ID card and all value after election. You know, I believe, say, not to that time they use if we don't talk that statement yet. So if you then talk so now, some people go ask, they go say, okay, so now make, because of not useful after elections, now make on a produce the card this way, on a make even some ID card not even get faced, you want to get faced, then that. So now as a result of the thing not useful after after voting, now make on do so, on produce, you know, like use the word bad ID card. You know, if you come up with that statement, say after you don't use this thing not useful again. But we don't use this voter ID card for another purpose.
Exactly.
You know, besides voting, after voting, where you go to a bank, the bank people and said they can ask you where you voter ID card.
Exactly.
You know, easy make them ask for national ID card, a bank ID card, where you voter ID card, where you voter ID card, except in the, like educational institutions, they can require the national ID card. But when you go bank, now you voter ID card, they can ask. And the voter ID card is more simple for get than the national ID card, just like you say. You know, the voter ID card is simple, you know, when it comes to election time, it's free.
People know they pay for that.
Yeah, people know they pay for that. And you go to a community, some centers, and they're very close now. So you can just go, you get them, you know. But the national ID card, how many offices where we get in the country where people go able to get the national ID card? They're not working.
They're not working.
You know, somebody go then at that village and you're not able to access them. You know, so like the voter ID card don't serve as kind of solution to that way for replace the national ID card, except in some cases they want to see both or they want to see you national ID card. Yes, but like people then don't they use voter ID card for money transaction, like we people some money get family overseas, when they send money for another voter ID card, they can ask for.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's very important. So that statement, ECS enough don't come up with, and they say after the elections, the voter ID card now important again.
Yeah.
You know, so like that statement, actually fine. So yeah, like the voter ID card, I hope say, and I believe say more people and still not collecting ID card yet. Yes, they still get some napoli because we say then returns the remaining cards now the different ECSL offices then, now the district offices then. You know, so that again don't serve as a constraint for the voter.
Exactly.
For they go and access the voter ID card. Let's say if no more them maintain them at the polling stations, maybe it go better small. Yeah, it go better small. Yeah, then go take and say we not go able to maintain the people there, the workers them. But like ECS get some permanent workers where I believe then for them like use some of them their staff in those stations then at the different polling centers. If not for a week or they announce some, say this is not the final day, if not 2 days safe, then go to that particular centers them. Then go the people away don't left or we get problem, just like I shared that to you just now. That man we been gets problem with in card. He gets everything waiting to collecting card. But at the end of the day, he end up not collecting card because of they say a name they send on the other side. Okay, now they can give a slip we go show say you register at this center and this slip go make you vote. Wait for me, where they can give you. Upon the wait, where the man they wait, then come back, say the thing done. You know, so like you see, and now that they don't they don't care all the remaining cards at the district ECSL, it don't add more to the problem.
Exactly.
You know, so like ECSL for them, that is where they may add, and for don't see reasons and add again because this now for the thing come on, people see I'm saying this now a very fair and a free election.
Yeah.
You know, by you giving opportunity, enough opportunity, people for access then voter ID cards.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think say they pile pressure on the ECS and not forgive enough time for let people collect voter ID card. There should be a room. They're not being, say them in late for issue out the voter ID card, then put press release. So, and later, then distribute the card. So like, then for don't see that gap where people all man be done ready for can collect and voter ID card upon. I think 1 or 2 days, then release that press release. And some man be don't travel for can collect them. But since they postpone the distribution of the card, some man return back to say day. You know, by the time now they come say, okay, at the time this for can collect the card, the person now occupied with other things. Where like if he left there, he can't collect the ID card, so man he go end up for sack you. And not go make a sack. You know? So if we don't see reasons and they say, okay, even though we don't have the ID cards, we're giving out 2 days all over the country when I can't collect an ID card. This is not the last day. I mean, somebody will serious enough for them make a change, they will come and collect the ID card.
Oh, yeah. It's true. It's true.
Sorry.
All right, family. Then, if you just join with the program where you watch the current events where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. This program here, so we can talk about things them where they happen like now inside the country. We get to reporters them within the streets of Freetown. We get for the filing the informations from waiting people then they say, especially we get for do with readiness for this election here. So let's say right now, nothing no day for talk but we all they wish for get a peaceful election. Now that's we all they wish for. Yesterday, we know say Dr. Samuel Kama been launched the APC manifesto, we then call the One Nation Manifesto. The One Nation Manifesto, now the campaign tool where Dr. Samuel Kama and the APC party get for use for sell their idea to the people of this country. In that they go one for tell Salon people them how them plan for come with developments in different area them. The timeline and how they want to succeed for that. Plenty things don't be said. Plenty things don't be assumed. A lot of people then don't make their own assessments with the SLPP and that of the APC, them manifestos. We finally they out. We still wait for see the other small political parties them for bring the young and come back on board, because we believe say themselves they run for the same office where the two main parties then they run for, and we never can tell. Grace can follow them.
Yeah.
One night we all sleep no more say now one pande we want votes for. So then self need for come out with the manifestos and then for publicize them, just like where the Sierra Leone People's Party and the All People's Congress don't do the union. So, you know, if you look at the political scenario in the country right now, Ezekiel, when we talk about the voters' ID card, the ECSL, one of the things that we think say the ECSL they miss out. Now that they still not able to realize say the people of this country then trust for them the waiver.
Sure.
Like you're not certain. Based on the operations, based on the way then they take certain step then.
Sure.
Other institutions where now like part of the election management bodies, and they do their own best for try for show impartiality. You talk about the PPRC, you talk about the ONS, even the police have the try. Because as much as yesterday we heard some of the thing that will happen, because APC been doing do yesterday, and we also hear you say the former mayor post this morning on Facebook, say the attacker in vehicle. He showed he post the pictures of the vehicle on Facebook. So you find out say ECSL as well gets a role for play in all of these things where they happen. Now they don't pull the campaign calendars. They give dates to every political party. Therefore, they monitor the activities of every political party at this time.
Exactly.
They're all not part of the election management body. Now they're not going to say no more than they shift everything or all the body and put on a PPIC their head. And so now you're responsible for political party then. We waiting with it for now for just conduct an election. So ECSL get for Sky then level best and able for give a clear a clear mindset about them to the people of Sierra Leone. Because people their mindset about them not really clear. People then get doubts in the activities of the ECSL. Now, you just don't account for one or two people where you know will not actually collect the voters' ID card yet. But ECSL come out and inform certain journalists and say they don't collect 87.9% of the voters' ID card. That's give the amount, we say 2,965,973 people them and they don't collect the voters' ID card.
Yeah.
But you go talk to Sierra Leoneans, you go get more of them where they tell you say they're not collecting the voters' ID card.
Sure.
Yet. Either because today they're not able to correct the small problem there. What me been think say ECSL before not actually continue for do. Now before them for don't say let people in Canada head office there, because they already know say the regional offices them are beg your party. If you cannot the community, the people they no can.
Yeah.
Now when you take the voter ID card after where you don't mistake pan, you go to a regional office and then go can. for rectify these problems, then we don't create a specific date. Yeah?
Yeah.
For day back now, all them communities, you name be mismatch. Can't see they. If not, the certificates for them be said and go issue out to people then so they go get opportunity for vote. But go do one at the community. You get people that when are old people them, we not go able to go through that asshole. For can collect the voters ID card now on a regional headquarters. And not to see what person they do for person. The person get for camp for himself. So all of these things put together, but then they come out with a percentage of 87% people that don't collect their voters ID card. People that must ask questions about that. And ECSL get for really stay clean of suspicions. Because once people then begin to suspect a whole institution was supposed to be independent, as in the word independent, don't begin to exhibit some amount of biasness, some amount of lack of credibility or accountability, then people then go begin question that. You know, so a lot the way the ECSL get for do for make sure say when we get the June 24th election, we get a peaceful one, a free, fair, a credible one, where the people of this country not go say like say if anything happen, then go be held accountable.
Sure. Yeah, that's the truth, AMADU, and which they try to say. The ECSL, they need to do something, yeah, like yesterday, APC day, and okay, when they come out, they come back in the office, and I see a vehicle of the political, the SLPP party, painted with Mother Bio in posters, in flyers, and the vehicle all over, you know, gets a red and green pieces tied at the mail of them, all side, and they in the full speed, and then they take the route for Komo Lumley, they come inside the Aberdeen Road, and that was the time where APC then said they converge for go at the place they where they come yesterday. So therefore, you say the need for get certain people, the ECS need for get certain people away for observe this, you know, and we all they don't know say ECS don't produce list, the list for the campaign, and Alex if you want go, now you campaign, you want go other side, but that time we see that vehicle there.
Yeah.
You're not supposed, not all the time there is that vehicle for begin pass na the street. And then your own time not be actually there for do the campaign at the city. You know, neither at the western rural. So like that vehicle be send signals to the people. Because people immediately map they watch when the vehicle they pass with the full speed. You know, something like that. So then they creates a kind of I would call them panic to the people where they, you know, where they do when are they on time for do the campaign, all of this. So ECS saying in as much as they don't give out the rules and regulations, we bind the campaign, they need to follow up. They need to follow up because anything can happen. Just like I've been saying earlier last in the other programs. You know, not to everybody we can see they join the political campaign, now a loyal supporter to that particular party.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, somebody can go there, get in different agenda, whether for go obstruct, whether for go this, for go that, you know, something like that. And it's another issue again where Anoki wants for let it happen during the campaign term of each of them political parties is that when this party and they on term today for campaign, you know, then can get them boys and we in the other streets the whip them flyers, whip the political so then supporters and flyer begin the whip them, begin the shout, and then can then other streets there, you know, I want for advice again. That's again a very key, very technical. You know, like yesterday, they see them, they shout, then you inside, you know, where as, and then you on date today for make, then do the campaign. You know, a lot of things away. We need for take notice in as much as the campaign they go on, because for just like no, law we avoid or law we prevent violence, because if that person they come or then they come with a group, they meet on the streets, you know, the sooner they approach you, begin to shout, you supporter in them, begin to shout
exactly.
When not then you on term, they obstruct them.
Yeah.
You know, they obstruct them, and once you obstruct, it go put into violence. Yeah. And that's we no one foresee. Just like we continue for preach the peace. We not foresee all them small things there, because there's small thing there. We not for neglect there. We not for neglect
at all.
Because they lead to the, you know, the bigger one.
Exactly. You know? Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, like what you say rightly, I picked two things, two observations. One, the vehicle way pass, we being so much printed in SLPP, AMADU, whatsoever. Then they, me as a Sierra Leonean, as a patriot, I go condemn that act day. You know, I go really condemn that act day. And I begin to wonder, waiting the security apparatus within there around that particular area they do. Okay, well and good. Nobody no get rights for stop nobody in vehicular movements because of other person they do something. But because we know say these two political parties now arch rivals, and now the young period this, as in this is a political time. The tension must be everybody eager. All man want let your side succeed. So for make sure say peace day, would I not say not so your own day? Yeah? For that particular day, for dull every excitement. Any glady way they inside yourself, just do them in your vicinity no more. Like inside your compound. Keep you meeting at your compound. Now you can go do them outside, because not so you day. You can keep them at your compound, and then at your house. You understand? But you not go say you they go come out that day. And also to the boys them where they whip the banners. Now these are young people. To me, how me see them. Now some of the young people in this way don't they lose hope. So like them like this, how them for survive? The banner then sin up not it. You get politician then, where then they sing then they like for see. Where them boys then they celebrate and they wash then.
Yeah.
And they. Where I go tell you say even the wash and the wash the banner then, it's not healthy for the banner, because it go make the printing loss very quick.
Yeah.
But now that's the politician they want. When they see that, they pull small money, then they give them. And the young boys them back, boys that we don't lose hope, to Kush, to Tramadol. Over the years, all the youths and all lose hope to them in the day. What do you expect? The only focus now, I forgot to on the whip banner them. So then they don't get holiday. But again, the politicians now then get for try for see how they go. Curtail that. If you know SLPP big man, you pass, you know, Saturday na APC campaign, you see Bobo and Dede, call them, pay them for the day. Say, we're not there for today. See, then other people their own day. We allow them, let them flex. Let them do what's in their wants for do. Where we own they come, we can't continue back. Because like what you they say, that's not their own day. Let's say a group of people they pass and see una. Then some say una they pan talk flimsy max. This one talk this, then they go and talk this. Because for them, when they do them program, whether they was the APC or whether they was the SLPPO, then they no send at the gag, then they get. So then they make palaver with themselves. Then they make palaver with themselves. But their other supporters are there, we don't know the game where they play. We don't know send a survival and defend. So now for them make, if you not say today na APC they rally, let the SLP people what they know for day na skits. The day where SLPP they rally, the APC bra we don't use for can give them money, where you can they pay them for the day. Say today no, na the other man they own day, we not allow them make them flex. We not allow them let them get them campaign. you know, if not so then they do, then the politician them, it go help for curtail all them things and the way they say so. Because like you say, there are chances for how they get that situation and they for end plaba.
Yeah.
There are chances, especially when also that person day in your day for campaign. Especially when also that person day in your day for campaign.
Exactly.
Some of the times, now then time they are, we can need for know if at all not we not patriot them. Now then time they are we for the show with patriotism. You know, but let we try, let we make sure say we make this election yeah, so very peaceful. All the election management bodies, that is ECSL, when at the head, PPIC, the security sector, the ONS, the civil societies, as much as the political parties, they all get for come together and try for see how all the problem them we go carry with misunderstanding to we or to the election, therefore able to cut them all down before we get to that. Exactly. You know, we really want to see how best we get a peaceful election as a country, and that's we really need to do. All right, fumble them. The program still they continue, and we get reporters them on the streets of Freetown. We go connect them very soon for make them go give you reports as to what's in happen on the streets of Freetown, especially on the development towards the election for the June 24, 2023. So Fumble them continue for the watch the program. We go for a short break where we come back, we go connect with reporters.
Now the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence.
All right, Fumble them. Welcome back to the program Current Events, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. If Fumble them know, we reporters then day on the streets of Freetown, and today we want to look at what people then think, but that of the manifesto of the SLPP and the manifesto where the APC launched yesterday. So for that, we want to connect with reporter Ibrahim Lamin Conte, we go tell Fumble them Usaide and then go give una updates as to the reports. Hello Ibrahim and
Yes,
welcome to the
AMADU.
program.
Thank you, AMADU. Hello.
Yes. So for the benefits of reviewers, you want to tell Fumble and Musa you there now?
Yeah, presently at the Congo Cross. I dey now one on the street inside Congo Cross. And Wilberforce. Okay. They correct me saying now Vine Gate by Wilberforce. So now the correction now the people that they talk to they try for correct me. And I did by Vine Gate by Wilberforce. AMADU.
Okay. All right. So una they ask people them view concerning the two manifestos. So what is so far you don't gather? And I see there is a young man within near you. I know say you want to conduct an interview with him.
I be don't talk to people them. I be don't talk to people them before I dey come live and talk to viewers them. Today we dey at the street for talk to people them and ask them what did they take about the two main political parties them, one are the APC and the SLPP. What did they take about the manifestos? Mind you, the SLPP them pull their own yesterday said the APC pull their own. So I get people that are with me. Their viewers they go, yeah, you waiting then go say they go come and introduce themselves to TDN Africa Media. Hello and welcome to TDN Africa Media.
Hello.
Can you tell family your name?
My name Lucky. My name Adi Kamara, but Lucky call me Eddie.
Eddie, you know one part of people who they talk to. What thing that you feel about the two main political parties, APC and the SLPP, the manifestos, what do you take about the manifestos before them be done do? And for say manifestos again, I think they judge them, submit them, then result at the end of the 5 years.
Wetin I dey think the manifesto because me no see nothing. Because I be party agent for SLPP, they have vote for SLPP. They even serve me one week to vote for SLPP. But wetin me can see, luckily I don't change, I don't go APC finally.
So now because of the manifestos make you go APC?
Because which all waiting talk, I not see nothing. Make a shame, so I decide for change. To go APC.
So what did you expect from the APC?
Well, luckily, if that self card they not see better, we go find other way, I will go settle down. So now we go other party or one left so now, well, not bad. But me not see nothing. So from today, me na APC take go.
Okay, thank you. Well, we'll continue with you. But can at the left hand side, who I get this man back with me. And you go tell family your name.
Yeah, my name na Mohammed Timo. Name na Mohammed Timo.
Yes, Mohammed. I go ask you back the same question. What did you view towards APC and SLPP manifesto?
Well, according to me own knowledge, so I go look say SLPP wetin dem tell we about the manifesto and no look like say they do am. So the things that we they be say then they can't make let alone develop or we not see. So I don't know no more now for the other party we just can't tell we about their own manifesto. How they get for can do their own. But the first SLPP government, so according to how they do, will not satisfy. Not satisfy.
So, what is present manifesto of the SLPP? You don't come across them?
Yes.
So, what did I take?
Well, me na one of me okay. Me na one of my way be say why don't say this that this me they do. But right now me uncle na be SLPP for me according to how me just be the vote na NDC I be vote for. But they like today now I don't understand say somebody just they can talk no more how they know they. So right now me not to NDC not to SLPP right now and they focus on APC first. So if they self do the same thing, so me they left neutral. I know they vote for no party, so I didn't sell on hence I don't get my ID card. So that's all.
And, okay, now 24 days to elections. And being a Sierra Leonean. So, what did you message towards the peaceful elections?
Well this message we are just dey give to all over the country now for say this election we want peace unity na the country. So we no want no problem, we no want no any old thing call we want no more let God make no more wetin we think to let it happen according to wetin we dey see, according to wetin we decide. I know say this right now who get the God now who get the country. Not to say the president na him get the country, now the people that they get the country. Not to one person get the country.
Thank you very much talking to today.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I will call the camera back to this other man on my right hand, and then back can tell me in this message we get.
Wetin me dey try for say, although they say that there is no transport, we come up vote go na o simple. And if you get ready, release radio or release TV, that go be possible. So na me own view and you want me dey talk. So
Thank you very much talking to today.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And AMADU, na the views of people and then what they don't say about the manifestos for the APC and the SLPP. Hello.
All right. Yeah, Ibrahim. Yes. Thank you for that update there. Um, so, so what's not the situation at that place you said it right now?
We were first very peaceful. Crowded as people they do their normal business. Everybody go on. And school picking themselves they go at in school and when they go off then they go home. So all the we were first present in the place very peaceful. And we go around for see how best we go talk to more people and more especially so people who they vote for these elections. So we know wetin I dey own take towards the two main political parties dem in this country, the manifestos.
again, in as much as we dey prepare and hopefully we get an update from Una, we want to see how Una say go gather some women them and get some views on how they're able to see the two manifestos we don't come on. Now that because we know say these two political parties and are the major parties in the country, APC, SLPP. So we want to see what people they say or they look at the two manifestos. Thank you so much, and
And
we will
concerning the
get back
woman
onto
them,
you. Thank you.
Ezekiel, I don't even gonna allow me to say this. Concerning the woman
Okay,
them,
All
we dey
right,
try
go
forget
ahead.
woman them. We dey try forget woman them. We don't really talk to woman them on behind the camera. We talk to them, they dey shy for facing the camera. But we go see how best we go ahead and get other woman them for talk to. But then tell we say then say these are the two political parties them, and one way or the other, now one panel them go come na power. So it better let them see the manifesto. Let the political parties them do wetin they say na the manifesto, not to just like for pull the manifesto, but let them do wetin dem dey say. So na dem people dey use for voting there. They dey use the manifesto for voting the political parties there. So wetin dem dey put there be say na the right thing and not to for deceive them. But we go try best for let we get woman dem for let dem facing the camera and talk to TDL.
Okay.
All right. Una, thank you for una filing that report there. We go continue for the connect una as una get the information. Thank you so much. All
Okay.
right, fumble them. That's now we reporters them. Ibrahim Mohamed Lamin Conte with the United States of Freetown and Biligiri report as to waiting people then think but the manifesto on both sides. And we are waiting the young man then see, you know, when they may interview them, when they may ask them questions. I mean, so much disappointment expressed, especially when it come to the SLPP, then pass manifesto. So like I don't think say much trust they really in the current manifesto with them put. So I mean a lot of questions
Yes.
around the manifesto. Sure. Somebody they say, oh, me another party have been there, but because of this reason, I don't left the party. So now on this side day, that side day. And this nine and one of the things the way the politicians then really get for no. Time for these manifestos, I think that time for show credibility. Not time for show you preparedness. Not time for show the people them say you get idea. You know what you they come for do. And when you get the power, you get for no say, people then get for all you accountable. So all of those things, for all of those things where you don't write, now this manifesto. So the politicians get for try them best for see how they go make sure say they're not just they pull them big book there, ambiguously written with fine grammar. Then when it comes to implementation, the people not see it. Sierra Leoneans, their mind then don't they change. Not so like Sierra Leone and they support normal for support sake. Now the people they request for manifestos.
Yeah.
And now after where the manifestos don't come out, then they compare and contrast. You go feel say people that know they follow up. But then the people then they follow up within a very intelligent and civilized country. Yeah. Here the other man. He say I got insights about the Sierra Leone People's Party, the manifesto. I also don't get insights about the APC they knew yesterday. He said now I don't begin to push forward for make a decision. And I think I want to take this side. So you really find out say people then focus, people then pay attention,
Sure.
and the way people then they show how prepared them be for this election. The politicians they not for take the people them for granted if they actually know how prepared the people them be.
Exactly.
They're not going to care about the dance where the people they dance behind them, but they go care about what's in the people actually they feel.
which is very, very, very important. So, fumble them, the program where they watch, if you just the join we, now current events where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Inside this program here, so we talk about things where they happen now we can't see Mama Salone. We get to reporters them out there where they give we reports as to waiting fumble them thing, but the APC and the SLPP manifesto. And we reporters then they on the streets and then still they try to get people them for interview for able for giving reports na the studio. Remember, say yourself can be part of this program here, so by way where you go send your text message to the number where they show na the screen, or you drop your comments na the comment section, or you can also call we accept call. Tell me what's in the happen na your area as well. This is the current event. The program winner for you and for we all. We will continue with the program. We still the talk about the election business na the country. And another thing where I want to talk about na the program na this issue of violence. We don't see say as much as the political parties then they sign to peace, or the political party leaders they sign to peace agreements, the supporters then still they go out of the way, they do the wrong things. We see a case today, Usai, the former mayor, Yvonne Akisoya, reports say a popular thug by the name Arata then get some confrontation with her, will lead to violence, will lead to the point that them fuel some parts there. Motoka. Why we for begin see them kind thing there so now? We just day 24 days to pools. 24 days to the pools. We don't begin to see a clear exhibition of violence. And now this the politician that they forget. Then gang here, or then gangster there, who now they use for intimidate certain people then politically. Now they're not the same gang then go get for use against Una tomorrow.
Sure. Yeah.
The same gangs now then go use for Una tomorrow. And why therefore attack that woman there in the first place? Why? Why? By all indication, the popular man in question, Arata, now SLPP supporter. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. So, nobody no go say na SLPP senator. But Arata not supposed to do that. Because the moment where you do you don't give a name to SLPP. That is why political leaders, not for the sign to the peace agreements no more, but how they also engage on supporters, yeah. Especially then on a small man they are get where then they can use their own personality for bully other people. Una for able for talk to them. Say, look, we don't sign up to peace. Not do this, not do that. Because now we go down appear very funny with such kind reports where the former mayor don't give. And we just done the Fed say we want to forgive 30% quota to women there. In every phase of life na Sierra Leone. And in the political landscape of Sierra Leone, Madam Yvonne Akisoya now one of the most outstanding women there. So any political intimidation we face, it don't undermine the Jewish Act. It don't undermine the request where people then they make say women forget a clear landscape for participate in we politics na Sierra Leone. We not for the Syrian kind thing then they. If the international community see that woman there report, it question we electionary process and how we they give platform to women them for participate. With the hope that the security sector then go look into this matter, they investigate them, and if how the Madam Mayor, the former mayor, I beg your pardon, report, if not so it actually be, let the person where he alleged say do this face the full consequences of the law. Because now by that we go give confidence, especially to women, for make them know say there is an act where they protect them participation in politics, in the private sector, in the public sector, and every other affairs of life. Because there is a provision to that now. So any violence where any woman face during this election, that's something where we for frown at, EZEKIEL. Yeah. And the political leaders then get for strongly oppose anybody who confronts a female politician during the period they are so, especially for intimidate them, for make them not go able to get a clear landscape for participating in politics.
Sure, sure. Yeah, AMADU, before I rob most this side, I want just give me analysis on the two women that will be reporters then the interview now with Bafos. You know, and that will tell you say people they just wait on the two manifestos for come out.
Exactly.
And then begin for give them views over the thing.
Yeah.
You know, and just like you say, people know what thing and they do. You know, and then the awareness don't they. You know, when you go ask somebody, you know, they tell you all what they go on. There is nothing for like convince somebody again with the pictures, with this, because the pains is evidence. It feel them. It feel them, you know. So like we see the kind of the way how then two guys them come up with the analysis. Then they say you don't read this, you don't compare. Then they back say you don't do this. And in a be so from this political party, in Onkuna so. But today, from what you don't see, you want to join this political party. You know, so like that for tell you say people are ready and people they know what they go on. So like we actually need for let political politicians they know what they for do. That this time around, people know they go by any fake promises again. You know, that they tell you say. The statement of the supporters or of the ruling government in achieving all the manifestos where they say and give to Sierra Leoneans. Now for tell you say there are some things where not been done.
Yeah.
Because if you actually they implement what they say in the manifestos, it go happen. Like when they come and tell you say they fix the bread and butter within the 90 days, you know, and as it is now, with themselves they know say the thing, what did they say, not to like a joke, let me say, because waiting happen, is far more than waiting been there. You know, if you check the price of each of these things that what they use, compare how they can meet them, compare in which level where they did now. You know, then they will say, now joke will be in deeper or now waiting. We mean for say we're able to address the bread and butter issue, you know, and it comes to a time when they ask them the bread and butter issues, they grow offended because they don't know how to answer. There is no answer to give relating to bread and butter. So like when they see political supporters of NGCs, where some man vote for, even some relation from they get some money, get in relation and SL people and APC, they say and then they left them political parties. You know, that they tell you say this time around no, you don't get for deal with any relation.
True.
For say me, my papa na this so me say go they know. That man will tell you say young na SLPP. But in vote for NGC. But looking at the two now, it's like in they get a test case to APC. you know, and if APCs themselves come and they not prove them, then they become neutral. If they go for ID card, but you know, they vote. So all of these things, that means that if we politicians they not change, then go with these ideas for just fake people with a lot of promises, then go come something like then no more here, then begin to go vote. We not go vote again because it don't do for the light of people now.
Exactly.
You know, from 1961 on to this time, it don't do for light to people. You know, come lie to people where election time can you go make other fine talk, can jury, or can lie back. You know, I think that's how the need for take shape and say, okay, maybe a family they reduce them promises rather than they make them bumpy and I don't know they're not able for deliver. You know, something like that. So like we actually need for do something. Politicians need for do something. And now for keep to them promises so that when they come back to the people for a second time, they go know say okay, the people get the trust in them and they're ready for vote for them again. But once they fail to them promises, when they come meet the people them, maybe they go in attendance, but you know waiting in their mind, you know, like just like waiting these two guys and say, you know waiting in their minds, and I can say NGC don't lost their support already.
Of course.
Because even though they're not the main party in the governance, but like they get representative in the parliament. And because of them one that they know maybe not advocate well or no something like that. So today one of them supporters themselves I can say don't declare for another political party.
Yes.
So you see, so when they see this thing that happen among themselves, then the politicians, and among the people them, for come to this party themselves, then go under. Now so no more at the end of the day, then they find who are the winner.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
All right, fumble them. We still continue with the program, and now we can go over to we reporters. We on the streets of Freetown, and on the line now we get Aminata KOROMA. We go filing the reports on Usaide now. Aminata, good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Yes, AMADU.
All right. For the benefits of the viewers, you want to tell Fambo them whose area Nadeso right now?
Yes, we currently there na the Congo town. They na Congo town right now. And as Ibrahim don't talk earlier, they na the streets of Freetown for gather the views of people them for let them tell we their opinion, but the two political parties them their manifesto where they not officially launch.
Okay, so I see you get somebody near you, and I know say you want to conduct an interview with him. You can go ahead.
Okay. Hello and welcome to TDN Africa Media. You can take Fambo your name. Okay, Fantakalon. Now we don't see the two political parties, them don't pull manifesto. So as a citizen, what thing you think? But then two political parties they also the manifesto where they don't pull.
We dey pray wey God do a good leader wey dey can sorry for we. The youth man there do ya wey dem no go to fet. We nobody not tempt themselves wey dem say wey dem comot na street for go fet we dey beg. Because all the leader dem wey God make God choose the one wey dey can sorry for we. And we dey pray all the prayer na we get for help you. So na that dey make get for talk. Lord pray no more this election campus peaceful one for we the poor one dem. We dey beg dem do ya. We want not happy, we nothing not happy. So we dey beg her. Thank you now. God bless you now.
Okay, Amadou, that's now the voice of one citizen where we get na Congo Tongue. They talk about the peaceful election and assembly and oyeri.
All right. So part of the discussion we wanna get even try for send more peaceful messages and around the election. Waiting, when I don't talk to people them, what's they say around the election in terms of preparedness?
Yes, Amadou. behind the camera we don't talk to plenty people, but then they afraid for like cam front and facing the camera. But some man they talk say, some man say you not even see the manifestos yet, and the manifestos they not even read them yet. So they not even get an idea, they're not even aware what's in there inside the manifesto, waiting in the talk. So from waiting we they gather now, people them not get an idea. Some man they go no more for go vote without knowing waiting they go vote for, why they vote for them political leaders them.
Somebody go on for understand, like with the APC, because now yesterday, then just pull the AMADU, but you get the SLPP where they don't do their own 1 week now. See they make a 1 week from where they do them. What's in a family and take, but like the SLPP, they manifesto more.
Well, some man they talk say um the SLPP be don dey now for the past 5 years now. Now dem don dey in ruling, and wetin dem promise dem no see dem do plenty thing dem wetin dem be promise the first 5 years. Now dem dey ask for another 5 years. So dem dey take am say if really dem get for come do wetin dem dey talk, so how true is it for make dem go able to achieve wetin dem talk on the manifesto. And also for the APC, dem say the APC den dem just pull the manifestos yesterday and dem no dey na power yet. Dem no come yet na power, even though dem be don dey before. But right now, dem no come yet na power. Na promise dem dey promise dem. Dem no know if dem get for can perform the same way as the SLPP. So na that's the people dem dey talk behind the camera. But we dey continue for give una update as we dey go along.
All right, thank you, Aminata, for filing that report today, and we dey also for taking a report anytime we want for file. Thank you. All right, from Boldem, that's now we reporters. We dey on the streets of Freetown. That's now being Aminata KOROMA. We been dey analyze the situation around Osai then go and also talk to somebody. We been get opportunity. I mean, for long continue the program before you continue, so you can stop. You find out say lots of people they stay away from the camera when it comes to election business. It is a challenge, you see, and you also they say people in the talk say the political parties not don't take the manifesto to their heads. Because that's what it look like. Because the people are not aware. Many not aware. You know?
Okay.
But slow just continue with the program or we can rub more Panande later.
Yeah. So, like you rightly say with the former mayor, Nakisoya, and with the attack we get yesterday, well, again, in as much as the right and the manner in which they can do attacks, especially on women, very wrong for the country, because you know, say women are priority in another world, and most countries don't even get an act in order for just protect the woman them. Like in South America, you know, they beat women so no more. You know, they beat women. You know, I mean, it's a violation of the law. So like we self want for see that kind of thing there, because I believe say they deserve respect from men, and most often now the men that can abuse them, you know. So follow we see even one of the victim like yesterday, and you know they really speak well to democracy, and I just advise, because even though we go into elections, but we know SLPP as now then they in power, now then they control everything, and whatsoever things so they happen now, people go still continue for shift the blame to them. So like if they sit down and they ignore these things, it happen. Come on, it is still for send message or they tell people for then continue for, harden their hearts, or not for even group for elect them, or for change their minds. Because even if when they come to elections, a bad thing, then they continue for happen, they happen. So man go just take and say, what if then wire then come back? The worst, people go see the worst from them. And from the reference way the mayor say, Guy, he say na rata, and a popular guy, and every CLU now go no say, the one that we know him, go take him as now SLPP supporter. So like if now one party person way like the mayor mentioned and you like top, now for tell you say then need for take, I mean, if not to themselves they send them, but like when the issue can come up, let the law take in full cause. See say then discipline the person. So if they see them very disciplined over the person on the action where he do, then it don't free the minds of people. You don't free whether they doubt you, whether they suspect you, whether they think say now you they send the person. But like so much thing the way they happen, we know they actually they see the law they take action over on the internet. And this not a one thing we don't happen. The first day, the first campaign of the APC, the election are born, we see one of the chairman where they even stone, see blood come on in aid. And we know say born, we know the situation are born, and we know this political trend where APC gets there. When it comes to the more supporters, we can say APC not to the stronghold na bond. But this thing happened there, it happened there. So like all this we try for just discourage, I mean, people in minds. You get people and we still want to vote for SLPP. But like they're very critical in a way that if then TIA continue for the happen, we will be very close to the election, they discourage them. They discourage them. Then don't the people in John they talk so much about the bad things the way they go on under this government. And it better some of them TIA change now, or see change. Or we see that kind of action from the government over the TIA where they happen. But we know they see. We know they see most of the things where they happen, we know they see saying that this then do to the person. At the end of the day, people just forget, but mind you, people know they forget. Especially the victim.
Yeah.
They know they forget. And
it's true.
People in there around that person they will they sympathize them.
Yeah.
And then people in there then they see what they go on. No say when any of them one then they travel any side and go, they must tell them stories there.
True.
To them people in there. They must tell them stories. And I saw the message is spread out. So me just they plead on the government for say they're able to take action on any violence when they take place, especially when at this time, because this is a very crucial time. Supporters, other person can take in other ways for say, okay, not just propaganda, the person mean, but when I carry on our investigations and see how that story, a true story or not, something like that. So that's something at the sea, AMADU. That's something at the sea.
Yeah. All right, it's Fumble them. Members say the program where you watch now current events where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Yourself can be part of this show so by way where you go send a text message to the number where they shown on the screen, or you call me as well. Or you can also drop your comments now in comment section on YouTube and Facebook at TDN Africa Media. As today also for bring you independent, credible and unbiased news. We still continue with the program, and here we look at the election proper one. And Famulem no say time den lekeden wire now we continue at time den we need for pay great attention, especially in the area of maintaining the peace. And one way we will go able to do that now for refrain from using hate speeches, provocative languages against one person, young candidates. Because we see how some people then begin react to, for instance, the APC their manifesto with them pull. And we think say that they not healthy for we politics. All man gets in your idea. All man gets in your way want explaining your idea.
Yeah.
So say your way you feel say that the best way for explain them. For that other person, not so the better explanation. So we get for really frame from some of them provocative tendencies then they will don't begin to see. Because if we want to get a peaceful election, then we get for keep the political game civil. Civil in the sense that let be civilized with the way we do it. Count your own policy, account me own we discuss. All man sell the idea. Who that the people think say nine they want to vote for, then go ahead and vote for that person there. Because last, now this same lawyer so we all go there. Yeah. But law we refrain from then thing the way go come with misunderstanding to we as a people. Because if we miss the unity where we get so now and the peace where we enjoy so now, we say one for turn into something else. Nobody not go benefit. We all go lose, and we go lose a lot. Everything go bien. Everything go bien, and we not go want to reach another stage day. So if we want to achieve a peaceful election as citizens, as much as we like we party the way we they support, personally, but more we do that independently, we for do them in a way that we for be tolerant to one another. Political tolerance, that's something where we all for able for do. When are the other man in your day, stay mute. Wait till your day come. Tolerate the man for let go around with your political activities.
Sure.
More we stop dancing, then we go divide we as a nation, especially with the words then where we they talk now. Because some man where this politics them don't reach so now. The language all they change. And it's not good for we as a country, Ezekiel.
Sure. Yeah, you're right, and AMADU. We actually need to put on the best. Because we understand say now each country they keep some of them here secret. Because of we get the ages out there so now technology age.
Exactly.
Age. Anything will happen if you not take and post them.
Other person
they take them is then and so then they watch the country. And now we also know say the country we want green or able for provide everything which we need. And we need the support of international. We need the support of the sisters countries and then they look at what they do. You know, the more violence we can allow it to take place in our country, and the more we endanger ourselves. And remember, say we don't mature, but this will get for lay a kind of will get for lay that part where when the other generation they come, they go able to follow full steps. You know, sometimes you don't carry age now. You think, say, okay, this way they do so, and they carry age at that at any time. I can do them and forget about them. But remember, say you get Alex, if you not get picking, but you come up from a family, and then family then gets picking the way them born, and you self get party, we get family. You know, we are all families. So remember, say if you want to sacrifice your life, but not sacrifice the features of other people, other people in life. Because especially like the politicians, any office you occupy today, they occupy and they create up, they pave the way for the future generation will come and also take up where you stop. If we not go find in a situation we are in, history, right, say, there was this time, this minister, na so thing he do. Then when that minister they come and begin to read about you, you know, it might be there is a possibility for that person imitate you.
Yeah.
You know, because of what they do. But let me set a kind of an example, a very good example for we younger one them where they come. So that when they come, they will still continue that good side, we say, the big one and stuff. So we just try to encourage everyone that this not election term, everybody need for doing your part. ECS get your part, the PPRC, one of the people them, we say we get parts. The media house also then get their own part. You mentioned on that and changes now about the way they talk about people them came just afraid for talk to the camera. Yeah, because if you look at the current state now, people are afraid for talk to journalists because say when you talk, and journalists they hide something. As you talk, it come. Hence now you don't find out saying the truth. We can the publisher, and once you publish them, then they see you. So like then they're afraid because if you don't go see us by society and they talk about this kind of political party, maybe a neighbor that party they it go report them, and when they report them, there is tendency for make them do a bad thing. So people they afraid. One man do a bad thing. Just want not to like you get some few want the way they shy on the camera, but like the confidence and the assurance say when they talk this, nobody no go for doing nothing because as long as now the right thing it talk, that assurance there it at stake to the government because when in person they can't talk Bambai in the way not truthful thing to the government. They're afraid for send somebody to them. So I make most times and most often, especially the layman where they suffer so much. When they meet them for talk, he say, we fine, we okay, this time, there was this time, we said go gather stories. Then deny we interview. After all, like, say, you get forget an intro of which you can tell the person.
Exactly.
When the person don't understand you, then all of a sudden begin flow that moment to the way put them on camera or record them to the flow. But when you ask them, okay, are they seeking permission that anything we can discuss again for recorded, they will tell you say no, I'm sorry. I know they do them again.
Exactly.
They tell you say I know one problem just now. I satisfy with that then I'm a corner. But at the initial stage, it will tell you all the suffering where the person they go through. But when you come now, okay, talk on that so that the man with the power will hear you, and that will ginger and for late change. They don't deny you interview. So like people they actually deny.
Yeah, I agree with you on that line there. Exactly. And that they prompt the question we go see. The next president really need for give assurance to people then when it comes to freedom of expression.
Exactly.
You understand? Yes, this past governments this government, because they're still the incumbent government, they don't do some stripes by repealing the criminal libel law, again with the cyber crime of 2022 or so. So I think say, not for just pull the law and they, or make other laws. It's about how you go able to assure the people them of them voice being protected, of them voices not being stifled. Because if they get citizens, even when an election, when at the time when we go feel say them get rights for let their opinion go be heard, but they're still afraid for talk. Sure. That will show you say there is a question around the freedom of expression in the country. There is a question. Because if in a country where the opinion of that particular individual they matter, they're not going to ask a question because they say something. They're not going to arrest them. A neighbor not go get grudge with them. Yeah. Because if that kind of country they will be in the leave, you get people they talk. Yeah. But yeah, even person they suffer. If they set him out back.
Yes, they're afraid for talk.
They're afraid for talk. And it's not really good for our society.
Sure.
But now the leaders, them, now they don't set that platform there. Even it happen now every sector. Even now homes. Now one parents then they give opportunity to them picking them for speak out.
Sure.
Now one parents and they do that. In fact, we don't the culture don't so day into we that would they take them na office. Would they take them na different sector them of life. Because what happen? We know get that kind of thing there. Within that society, like a salon I have, for instance, you know get right or tell somebody when I lead at school. And it's bad when it comes to freedom of expression.
Yeah.
And people then for able to express themselves based on how they feel, based on what they think. And if you give people the opportunity for they do that, sometimes the common man where you go say, oh, your opinion no matter, in opinion a solution.
Yeah.
So the problems where we all don't they cry for.
Exactly.
So this they should say the next government gets bokutin for do in assuring the people that we una talk. Nobody know the whole una. Just say you mind. As long as you don't incite nobody, you don't attack nobody in personality, you be responsible in your presentation. It's really at the ending. Sometimes then you have people for talk to you. For explain to you about the burning issues where they monitor them. But once you want to say, oh, love put on camera, they don't want to talk about it. When you ask them why, you go say, oh, you only can lock the business if not business person.
Exactly.
If not person will go rent, you say you want to let me landlord can give me notice. So how we go there so as a country? So the next government get boku thing for do. For assure the people of Sierra Leone, the Sierra Leonean populace, especially the common man, say, your voice not go be stifled. Your opinion matter. To decision making, speaking through the media, just feel free for talk. Nobody no go arrest you for that. And you get precedent them, where they don't arrest people them, for just saying what they think. Now this country. So other than that corner where don't you read and they not go afraid?
You afraid. Yeah.
So the next government gets a lot for do in terms of making sure that the people of this country their voice be heard. Some of the times again, we the journalists themselves get a role for play. We've been on friend self nice scenario who side the people and begin to say, where we record, where to we record and they go edit them. They go tamper with them. And then journalists there, where they can, they know they put the mic to himself, now the politician and no more and they go to. These are also complaints. So the people them also, not so like they not get confidence in the media, but they only get confidence in their own media there now. That is why you defend out say, just people the way go get come on, Facebook accounts, then go get followers. Because people don't go prefer for go listen to them than then come to the professional media. Because then they say we all see with a censor. And as media houses, we for day for report the news how we come. According to how we see the reports. As long as we don't verify them, we know say that the reality of the reports we they give. No need not there for begin the censoring because the people them they need for trust the media back.
Yeah.
The need for no say the media they serve as the voice for the voiceless. So the media self we need for work as much as we the government for assure the people them of their freedom of expression. The media self get for able for represent the voice of the people. We get for able for give confidence to the people of this country for let them know say we are there for them or we are here for them. And now waiting then say to we now with a report. And with the reports how we see them. And we for ask the politicians the tough questions. Because as much as they say that the politician and no more the interview, they say even the interview owner the interviewer, the interview there, it's like that they can give a question for asking them. And we need for restore trust back again in the media field so that the people then go get confidence for talk to we as well again.
Exactly.
On another aspect where you look at it, the government gets a role for play for give people them assurance say them freedom of expression not go be stifled upon, but at the same time we the journalists them also get for set ourselves as an independent body where they serve as the voice for the voiceless. Fumble them if you just join with the program where you watch now current events when they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Yourself can be part of this program here, so by way where you go send you text message. So the number where they show on the screen, or you call me and tell me what's in the happen. Now you hear like now, what's in the happen day in a campaign, na politics business, or na community program, just make you talk about that's na the program. We get to reporters them within at the streets of Freetown where they filing reports. We'll go for a short break and we can continue with the program back.
And they say, voting peace. CD and they say, all we want for all we want for sin, all we want for sin. CD and they say, all we want for sin, all we want for sin, all we want for sin. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. TD and they say, vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. TD.
All right, family, welcome back to the program Current Event. We will give an update on what's in the happen in a salon in different parts of the country. We get to be reporters them where they give you what's in the happen at the areas they outside and visit, and for let you get a say or contribute to the program, you get for comments now on Facebook and now on YouTube, or you call now the number where they see in the screen and make a contribution as well. So we will continue with the current affairs event for giving what's in the happen na salon. So Amadu, over to you. So as we talk about issues of this ECSL, the PPRC, with the people, and lastly the journalists. I think Mr. One for Morton that area there. Yeah, the journalists get a big role for play in terms of disseminating the information where they go gather. You know, they gather a raw information, a raw data. You come here, analyze them. Then at the end of the day, you give out the information, which is very good. You know, in the process of you gathering this data, you analyze them. You know, people want to see the major things and way the person tell you. For the ad, radio, people want for hearing. You know, the television, people want to see what you say. Whatever means of communication, newspapers, people want to see the actual fact, which they share to you. But again, in as much as they talk about the role of the journalist in this again, yeah, I want to agree with you. But again, the journalists themselves, I can say, they can't in the way that they see in terms of the politics and politicians, they are not funny. You know, what I mean by this, if they see this person, they work better, but when once done, they get the highest salary. Well, like, even professional, even know what they go on, or even they do a lot compared to that politician, you know. You know, believe most of them one anyway can go, so they don't even qualify. You know, just because of them parting kind of power So you go put on a certain position where like you the journalist we come for gather information. I mean, they know say give me this person not even fit for the handle this position. So like that they just makes it, but then it's free money. So like the journalists they go into accepting the brown envelope, you usually call them, or like you can put money inside there and just for like shifter the information where you don't go gather. And all that then they make the journalists can also go to that kind of direction. But I believe in as much as the entire day as a professional journalist, you get for go by the ethics of journalists. You get for practice the ethics for like make you a very good professional and you get for actually put to work then ethics there for let the people and believe you and trust in you because information is powerful. Information they change somebody in perception, it change somebody in mind. I like somebody want to go do bad thing. If you pass the correct information to the person they change.
Yeah.
It help the person for let you work harder. Because if the people are not glad for you because of the way and manner they work, and journalists don't come and relay that information to you, I mean, they change you. They change your attitude. So it gets a role for play, yeah. So this is not just a call to the sister media houses them, for look at this trend now. Say not to you need money at the end of the year. But like the most important is for practice. Well, you professionals as a journalist.
Exactly.
Because for like people they know say, I like this person program, I always like for listener. And when I provide the correct information at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Now something like that way may they see them in when it comes to the journalist, then your role for pass. I mean the information to the people then. Yeah.
All right, Fumble them. The program still they continue, and members say you self can be part of this program here. So by where you go send your text message to the number where they show on the screen, or you call me, or you drop your comments now the comment section. We reporters then in the streets, and now we want for go to we reporter Ibrahim Mamelamin Conte. Hello, Ibrahim. Hello, Ibrahim.
Hello, Amadu. Yes, Amadu. Now you get me?
Yeah, we get you now.
Okay. Well, as we still dey Congo tongue and we dey ride down by the beach within our capital shop. We don't come and talk to people. We don't get them views them as well concerning the manifestos.
Okay, so now that part
Hello.
day, when I think say people then get insights about the manifestos.
That's not the problem. We don't find out say most of them are just one two pillars they know from the two parties them. So they don't know wetin dey inside the manifestos really. And just get to hear say Ayeri say, Ayeri say, Ayeri say, na so no more than they talk say. But most of the people don't know really wetin dey inside the two manifestos them.
Okay, in terms of the election preparedness, what's in and don't they talk around that?
Yes, we try for get them back as well and then peaceful messages they wouldn't get. This really they really don't ready for go on polls on the 24th of June 2023. They really don't prepared now for cast them vote on that day on a faithful Saturday. So we talked to I come and talk to one guy. It was a very interesting discussion. He say they check the sleep learner where they sleep and the days they when they wake for normal let meet up June 24 for them casting vote. Dem believe say im vote go create change na dis country. Im vote go tell politicians dem say im na im get the power. Not all politicians dey get power. Im as a citizen im get power. Im believe say most of Sierra Leoneans dem go support am and dem believe say they all get one voice but I doubt if that go be true. And dis na salone. We all get different views dem as well.
Okay, talking about the atmosphere, I mean, the election fever, another particular AID, how you could describe them in terms of supporting banners or supporters?
Yeah, you see, I will talk to one mommy get a SLPP banner, he tell na itself say no matter what na SLPP in dey. We go back we see before close to himself we see other APC banner as well. So the election fever really dey na Kogoton and people dem can't wait for let dem get elections June 24.
So wetin are dem take on the political tolerance, especially during NTM day? How you sense that na that particular vicinity una dey?
From what we witness, we no see any tension. We see am peaceful one. We see side by side everybody dey talk. Like one man wey Aminata go interview, Tina Pudo dey discuss. Na dey one APC man come and talk say dis na the elections. And the SLPP say okay, let's say on the elections, no wait for June 24. So you dey see the argument, but not on that kind tension argument. But they feel the cordiality. No more say yes, fun day and that's we dey hope for see. We wan film that scene there, but according to them, they say no, and therefore ask them consent for also. Na make we able film that scene dem dey. But it was so lovely and peaceful. And the tension you know say this now few days now to elections. So you just get for expect am. You know say today go be APC, tomorrow go be SLPP, today go be APC, tomorrow go be and the other political parties them as well. So you dey feel the election fever na Kogoton presently. Say to this capital shop wey we dey so, dey see the discussion back there sef. Interesting discussion dem sef. Wey some of dem dey talk say wetin really dey make parties promises dem no more, but wey dem can na power gist no or wey dem dey na power gist no, for let dem do wetin dem right for let dem do dem no go do am and just promises dem no more. So that discussion dey all over and you dey feel say na election term you dey pencil na free turn and Kogoton to be precise.
All right, Ibrahim. Before you left, we just want to know if you know say we get boys a week is still on the street and they do whatever things where they feel can do. I don't get any of them where like una go able for also act and see how themselves don't see. You can notice some man not able to read the manifesto, but like a must hear or a must talk, see they talk on social media, all anything and they.
Yes, and even this capital shopo dey presently, we get people who know but few things are inside the manifestos. The one you know about the economy wey Dr. Samuel Kamara talk say they can fix this economy. The way the economy dey so na this country, e no good for Sierra Leoneans dem. So he's saying aware about that. And the SLPP side, he's saying aware say the SLPP government and president be able to create 200,000 jobs dem for youths in this country. So he's saying aware, but then two things dem dey inside the two manifestos dem. But you don't know fully wetin dey inside the APC wey dem get the 10 pillars and the SLPP get the 5 strong manifesto wey dem like say dem get.
All right. Well, I continue for out there.
And for the youth them, we don't talk to the youth them. The youth say they send message say this time they don't wise up. They don't really wise up. Not to then ten and now politician they come for can use them. The politician they get what they want within 5 years. Politician their life they don't change with their family. Whereas they only just they depreciate and depreciate and depreciate. So they say they don't wise up and they ready for vote. But the other interesting part of it, you have some of the youths themselves be see the interesting one. It was so interesting that they discuss, they hear the argument. So some arguments make sense, where in some not make sense, but it was necessary though for them get some kind of discussion in day.
All right. Well, we want to say thank you to Una for notifying the reports today. We look forward for the last set of reports before we finally bring things down from the program because we don't get much time again. But we want to say thank you to Una.
Okay. You're welcome.
All right, Famble. Then we want for take this time out for tell Famble them say we continue with the program and we also want for announce the election program. They continue election program. We mean election coverage program. Today it starts at 6 p.m. and they saute 8 o'clock. Don't forget, inside our program we will discuss a lot and today we get another important questions we will get for bringing people that way we say get the idea for help we for discuss the questions then they ask we move forward to the June 2014 election. The time where we all wait for. The moment where we all wait for as a country. But no, we not forget, therefore do one peaceful one. For vote suffering, when I announce the results, and you will celebrate suffering. You know, here we analysis where one of the reporters they give. I think they're still there. I think the political party they get great work for them.
Yeah, sure. Especially SAPP. Why? Because them we don't pull the new manifesto for long now. So I expect people then for get in touch with that. APC now yesterday they pulled a yol, and maybe it in circulation. But and APC alone now for get in touch with the SAPP because them we don't pull a yol, them we don't pull a yol, and they're able for them get some kind of understand what the manifesto say, and so that then go prepare whosoever they come in the community and ask them questions with related to what they say. Yeah, so you're right for say people, politicians they get for do more in order for explain what they talk at the manifesto. You know, then get a greater part. I think say this is one lesson way APC for land that they don't launch the union yesterday, and one of the lessons is for go the community and begin tell the people them about what they say, because by now we expect the Congoton community forget understanding of, if not to all, about the SAPP manifesto, but then really get an understanding of the thing the way they say, then promise for can do, then they forget that kind of understanding. But up to now, Tomano even gets an access to the manifesto and all. I think this is not one problem again in our country. Maybe we'll just look at the manifesto for people away land book. And not to even all, because you get some people away, Sierra Leone's will not get people away they read. We not get that culture for read. Even some, some man who don't come up college young graduate, you don't get time for read. You never get time for read. But I tell you get time for watch game and all that things. But when it comes to reading, you know, they don't get time. You know, they get time for watching the videos on the phones. But for read, they don't get that time. So like, it's a problem. But we want to encourage you now. And when I always have read and write. For let you read. And when they read, call somebody when not saving it and read an near and explain what they mean. At least if not all, but tell them small thing about what each of them manifesto, what they say. You know, by so doing the person go understand and they go know what for acts. Then politicians they are. So this, I think this now one thing back with the disturb we because of we don't know what politicians don't say. At times, they can end up for tell we say, even when I talk, I don't do it. It can happen. So because I don't be know what he been talk. So if you can't tell me say what I've been talk, I don't do it, I will agree with you because I know we don't read you manifest.
The case right now.
Yeah, of course.
The current bar is they don't do pass what he says.
Yes. You see now, I call them na bonus. Yeah, now bonus they give now. So like they don't do all things. Yeah, people where they and that way not be don't read it. Then we agree because then she say the man don't give the free education. You know, he don't make other things them. Then they see all the things they happen. You know, so like he go agree with her, not knowing that if you go now the manifesto, there are things away in it for address. We not address it, but just because of, I think yourself know the reading ability of Sierra Leonean, and no say Sierra Leoneans are so then they.
Not one. The politicians actually no say.
Yes.
You want to make possible speak. For do research or for read.
Exactly.
They make that person they see you like this person already it's You know, in business, you can't tell me for let me go study that book.
Yes.
The truth of the matter is now the reading 9 people them.
Yeah.
And it is bad for we constantly moving forward. Because the more way people them shy away from reading, especially like then time they are soon away, them politicians they don't pull a different manifesto. This is like the guide and the plans as to when they want for Kangurui and how they want for Wului, when they want for achieve all in a day.
Sure.
If you shy away from reading it, you go school, then you not read them before election time, then you get question mark.
Exactly. You go end up put the wrong person.
Yes, because like you said rightly, we will go small school and we get small understanding. We for able for read and make them one day when we go school. They self able get understanding from what we read and understand.
Exactly.
We for do it this way. Each one teach one. By that, we don't go far.
Exactly.
But again, the politicians, they get great role because and they don't write the message there. And they want to let the message meet the common man down there. I make them get a zonal executive. I make them get a constituency to national executive. So what them for do? Through the zonal executive them, and for able for disseminate all what they don't put inside the manifestos there by organizing meetings, community meetings, just to explain what this manifesto, so that the people will get understanding
exactly
as to what you want to plan for Kandu. Anyway, not so they can show them campaign strategy.
Yeah, exactly.
They like to them. But the people of this country still not get fact yet about una manifesto.
Exactly.
And una need to go down there, explain to them, because they know they understand the English they own don't right. And the fact that una we are saying the reading culture of Sierra Leoneans, you know, that's they up to 0.5%. Make you always put on that reading.
Okay.
You know, they up to that. Because you go see my open book, but while I go check and find. I read the paper.
It gets your phone in corner. They open the book.
So the energy need for begin from 1% to go up. So me
exactly.
And they put on to 0%. The energy. I know the same man and all they read. Man and they read, but the energy when they read with naive and not too trust.
Exactly.
But especially for we young people, we must read this manifesto. We for reader.
Sure.
We for reader. Who say we don't understand? Now we meet people the whole thing says Sabi pass through. Because last, every decision we will get for me, it will stay with me for another 5 years.
Sure.
And the one day where they face the challenges, more than this country, now we the young people them, woman them and picking them. Now then they face some more. So now we for go through them book there where they don't write so now. Read them, keep on our bosoms for ask them questions tomorrow.
Sure.
We not for ignore them manifestos there. With the young people them. Lord we read them. Because you don't want to go vote tomorrow. They say, oh, if I be no. So for long I reach to oh if I be no, make we try and win from the laziness where they make we know they read manifesto.
Yeah.
We for they read them politician, they also them manifestos where they carry it. Because they go give you insight as to what's in the plan, what's in they want to do for we. More to we the young man there. You know, like they normally put on a manifesto say Kush go can't take over, but Kush don't can't take over, which is not good for young people of this country.
Exactly.
So go begin to ask questions around all those things, you know. So family, the program still they continue, and we almost there at the end of the program. Current events we got to you on TDN Africa Media. We want to say we reporters they're not able for signing any message in any reports because of the time
they favor, yeah.
But we just want to let people them know say we get plenty program them for now on TDN Africa Media. We get with breakfast show, we get with Salon Talk program we can start from 10 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock. Then we get this recurrent events where everybody come to you from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Then we don't start with election program we get for the come to you Mondays, Tuesdays, and on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So remember, say we go for the day so for the every update about the election. The questions then we go for the forward. Well, then we say we take part in sending on a message them number where they show. Then one follow and say TDN African Media, a media house where independent, credible, and they also for reports the biased news. We verify them before we report them.
Sure.
That is more important for me. Before we say something like that, we make sure say we don't check them out before we actually can talk about them like that. Because we don't want for misinform owner with viewers. And we want for make one continue. Not be the one who more the benefits from the independent, credible, and unbiased news. Share the link with your own party there. Sure. Tell them, send them the one great media house this way me believe say they give the real side of the story. Then they know they come no more than talk for this side. Then they talk for both sides and then they report as how they see them. Continue for the following and we go for a short break. When we come now, we can put the curtain down.
They say all we want for now not the time we for better we country we for come together as a family live in peace and harmony. So during this election that's not to option. During this election we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for sin.
All right, family, we tell Naboku thank you for winner. We have done the listening from the start, and they come now. They come try for wrap up the program because the program, the time done the bet with small, and remember say tomorrow again same time 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Will they bring to the current event where they happen in a salon. And they continue for the following up on our Facebook page and our YouTube. And will they give you the correct information? Will they give you the information where you need? And will let you be a partaker of this program. Now when you comment, you call in at the number where they see on the screen, then the world will hear your voice also. So as they come to the conclusion of the program, current event, we tell facts about things where they happen at the country, and one of the things we don't talk about the manifestos, especially the one that we don't come out. Yeah. And again, you mentioned about one thing again. There's small party, and they call it small party because they don't get large supporters compared to APC, SABP. So, but again, we're not going to know which kind of miracle we get for take place in the country. Sometimes we not go one of them just take the lead. Yeah. We're not going to know. So, but they said would look forward to the manifestos, maybe what them pull go somehow look different from what the SLPP, APC don't pull. Yeah. Or it might be the same thing. The focus or the way and manner how then get for can achieve the goals could be different from APC and SLPP they own. So again, we look forward to them how they will able to put together the manifesto. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. The small P party there, there are so many people there. Small P parties. Okay. So the small P party there, they need for bring out their own manifesto because that's a part of political activity.
Yeah.
Every political party will come into the office, especially when the young folk comes, you know, at the highest office of the country, at the presidency, therefore present to be waiting that you plan. Exactly. How we plan for change is because I really don't say we cry for change. Today we cry for change. But we hope that this time around, whosoever way the people and trust come June 24th, no say, you have a lot to do. And one of the things that you get for do, now for change the lives of Sierra Leonean, change the environment of Sierra Leone, let it look the way a developed country is supposed to look. One for say plenty, thank you. Now we don't watch me, like the colleague say earlier on. Continue for the watch TDN Africa Media as subsequent program when the election program will start at about 6 p.m. to 8 o'clock. Don't forget to join me back. So say that's the we don't bring the program current events to you. Your name now AMADU. They say tata and they wish you a wonderful evening.
Plenty thank you to the producer and Elijah, and thank you, Fumble, Mina, EZEKIEL, AMADU, KOROMA. Thank you. We'll see you back tomorrow.
Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Vote without violence. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live